Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, Smith in the Black here at CPU Group, and it is a sleepy summer Friday, and let's take a look. So we always want to be tracking what are they doing, right? And so as far as the SPY is concerned, you can see this S&P Spider almost doing nothing on the week, right? Going slightly red, green on the month, conflict, right? We want all time frames to line up. We don't have that. So what we do have is potential an outside day because we gapped up slightly after yesterday's dump and then come back in. But then we sit in here. Now we got a new 60 to keep an eye on, right? So we tried to rally up here, right? You can see this on the 60, higher high, and lower low. So we got another broadening formation to keep an eye on. How do we take out today's high or this low? That's what we want to know about because that's how you get the bigger moves. Right now, you're not anywhere near doing that. So we have a new 60. We're always going to watch that 60, right? Right here for direction, especially in a market like this where things are not doing that much. That 60, if you're going to be trading at all, that's going to be your guide right here. And if you go to QQQ, QQQ a little worse, albeit you can see this. We call this triangle layout. The higher high, then your lower low, but then rally back. So what happens here is you stop everybody out because they're going to be like, okay, here's my support level. They're gone, right? And then boom, right back up. So when we watch this new 60, but so on the Qs, on a 60-minute basis, going to keep an eye on this. How are you going to get outside of that? So if we go to the Dow Jones Diamonds, how are you going to take out this high or that low, right? And you can see this once again, higher highs, lower lows. This is your broadening formation to keep an eye on. Now, I'm going to be out of town next week, so you're going to be on your lonesomes. Good time to go. Sleepy type of market, we know. But one thing we do want to do is always is keeping up the sectors. Where's the rotation going? And it's been real obvious because we've been talking about it all week. XLU, utilities. And you can see these utilities, still an inside month, but coming back up on it. But all week, and if we go to the daily here, you can see this. Your broadening formation in your XLU. They're rotating into defensive posture. So that's why when you see some of these things, like some of the markets start to tank a little bit, and you're like, ooh, market crash, market crash. I'm like, you want to look at the sectors. Be like, are they selling everything? I'm like, no, they're not. They're rotating into utilities, right? So it's just a sector rotation. So you're not going to get a market to really tank when they're doing that. As I like to say, when they raid the brothel, they even arrest the piano player, right? When they really go down, they take them all down. But that's not what is occurring here. They're rotating into XLU and XLP here. XLP to a lesser extent, but it's just a defensive posture and saying, you know something, it's summertime. Let's just get me some yield, boy. And that's what's going on here. So XLU, your strength. And I know it's a little boring, but it is what it is. That's what they're doing. We always want to know what are they doing, right? And so for the XLU, you can see already that was a nice week, for it. If we go to NEE over there, and NEE, let me shrink this down a little bit more. Here, you can see having a nice day, inside month to the upside, right? There's your signal, your 2, 1, 2 on the month. And still coming up, having a nice little day, just kind of chugging along Ute style. If we go to the XLP, you'll see like Kimberly Clark. And Kimberly Clark, like I said, this stuff might be boring, but it is what they're doing. That's what we want to know. You got a Rev Strat month. Inside bar, poke down, back up, right? And so here, nice and green on the week, just ending off the week. How's your Pepsis, your Cokes, and all that kind of stuff? Pepsi backs off, and you see this here on the 60. The inside bar pokes down. Boom, this would be Rev Strat here above 155.96 in the next hour. But for the most part, kind of stalling out, and your Proctors and all that kind of stuff are going to be in there. If we go to XLV, XLV not doing too much today, but it is 2 down, 2 up. Doji on the week, no good, but Humana still holding firm, and like this is what we've been watching. Will probably almost certainly be in the weekend video, which I will get out tomorrow before I leave town. Shooter, Hammer, these 2 months are going to become an outside month of this. So we're looking to take out 475.44. You got a little bit more on that. If we go to ADP, and ADP, one of the things we look for, like when I'll look for during the day or the week or the month. During the day, like when I come in here and talk to you at Strat Time, I want nice long red and green bars on the day. In the weekend video, I want them on the month. Come Tuesday, Wednesday, I want them on the week. But so you got nice long green bar on the week, just ending the week off. So we'll see ADP. If we go to QDEO, QDL. And Q, you can see like in general doing nothing, and this is why we look at multiple time frame analysis. We want to make sure that we don't get caught in what I call the vortex. And so when things are slow, like minor movements will look huge, but in general you can see this thing's doing nothing right on the month, on the week doing nothing. But you look at this and it looks like whoa. And I'm not saying that's not a nice move. It is. It's just how much further you're going to go. So you had your inside day, 2 down by taking out the previous low, inside day, and boom. So the good thing is you're coming back to a previous range here. That's what we like. So we'll see QDL having a nice day. We'll see if that continues for us. We had Moderna going into the S&P 500. So gaps up, just kind of sits here. Now you got an inside 60. Right, but we've known about this thing for a while. We talked about it all week. About here, that 2 up, 2 down, and then boom, puts you in the right position if you're still along that. NVAX coming up a little bit. Is that inside day? No, slightly took this out. So this is an outside day, right? That's a broadening formation on a shorter time frame. This slightly takes it out. 3, 2, 2. So we're looking to take this out, that 189.30, and it did it. So these two become an outside bar of that outside bar. But in general, inside month, doji week, that's all you can expect out of that. So just so you know how to do that. BYRN. And just a little shenaniganer. Stuck up in here in the weekly, had a big week, and then you can see chopping around here and chopping around all these inside bars. Now inside on the 60, but a nice move here on the day. This is why you look at multiple time frame analysis. In general, it's doing nothing, right? But these moves are enough to get something out of the daily, like in here. So we'll see. You got an inside 60 over there. If we go to Wingstop, and Wingstop, just a good example of what price discovery looks like, right? You can see this doing nothing doji monther, right? Outside week, and an outside week's going to look like this in the daily. Oftentimes when you have a chop shop like this, tight range, they're going to take out both sides, which they did. So anybody tight stopper guys on the long side, boom, they're gone here. Anybody tight stopper guys against this, thinking this is resistance, boom, they're gone on the short side. Then you take them out one more time down into here, right? This is my low pivot, boom, they're gone. Now coming back through. So you want to be able to identify that price discovery, because that's how price action works. And that's how you're going to be able to gauge your magnitude. Where's it going to go? It's going to take this out. It's going to take that out. It's going to take this out. It's going to take that out. DXCM the same. And you can see this on a lesser extent. You can see this. Here's my support level. Boom. Slight lower low. Stops them out. Boom. Right back into the highs. So right now, broader average is still drying up in a summary markety thing. If we go to some NVIDIA, we know the chips were getting hit. Intel going to the lows. 2 up by taking out the previous high week, and boom, right back down she goes. Weekend video, Coop. Nice call, Rob. Thank you very much. Weekly shooter below 260, 250, trading 221. That's nice. That's nice work if you can get it. Boom, back to previous range. Because anybody long this thing, you want to go back to a previous range, because they will be long against the pivots here, 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 stop them all out. We still got some room to go take this out. If we don't make it today, maybe while I'm on vacay. 215 is what we're looking to take it out and have an outside month, because we know outside bars exist. We're looking to take this baby out here at 215er. If we go to some retail, Phillips Van Peukeren having a rough day here, taking out last month's lows again, taking out last week's lows, now inside on the 60. Let me RL coming down a bit. In RL, I mean, anything taking out last month's lows is something I want to know about, because what that means is anybody who bought last month goes underwater, right? Cha, right? And then they got to go do something. We also having the weakness in the energies. Your OIH, just all these energies here, taking out last month's lows, reversal just like the coupe, right? 2 up, shooter down, XLE. Here, taking that out, which gives you PXD, taking inside month to the downside. These energies having all sorts of problems, and if you go to crude itself, it's like, what's the problem? I'm not puking. I'm like, yep, but non-believers as far as that's concerned. If we go to AOUT, ow. So here, colorless kicking pattern. 80 to 90% green on one day and then gap the other way, that's death. Anybody short, stop that. Anybody long can stay long because you went out on the highs. But you get a gap down here, you got everybody scrambling to get out, man. Everybody wants out of the pool, right? And you can see how that just crushes it right out the chute. We'll see if that sets up again. But like I said, it's a summary market, a little slow, low VIX, and waiting on a lot of earnings. And JP Morgan here, coming down a tad. That's inside day and down just a little bit. How's that FAS overall? Still inside day there. So really important to be able to watch multiple sectors, see what the rotation is doing, and then pull up multiple time frames to see in the general scheme of things, is what you're trading doing anything? Because that's going to tell you whether you want to take profits when you have whatever move that you get, or will you stay in? Most traders have a problem with staying in their winners, right? Or deciding why I should stay in this winner. And so that's why you want a multiple time frame analysis. Do you have a monthly signal? Do you have a weekly signal? Are you long red and green on the longer time frames, or are you just chopping around a range where I need to take profits? So that's an important thing to know about. So on that note, I will have my weekend video on YouTube tomorrow, and then I'm out for a week. Going to be in northern Wisconsin, and I'm going to relax. And when people ask me, hey Rob, what do you think about the market? I'm going to say, Jimmy crack corn, and I don't care. All right, I'll see you in a week. So everybody have a good, hope you had a great week and have an even better weekend. I'll see you in a week. I'm Rob Smith, the Smith in the Black with a Strat Time Report.